Talk to us about transitioning the dream, because when you go to law school, like there's a trajectory, right? Like it is one of those terminal degrees that, like, well, when you go to law school, I better be a lawyer or do something within the space of the legal profession,
Right.
because I spent so much time, energy, and money getting this terminal degree in this industry, and now you're transitioning
Hmm.
into a completely different dream. I think there are a lot of people who really struggle with that because they work for years and years and years towards something, and then they realize that's not even what I want. Wait a minute. Was that a difficult transition for you to make?
It wasn't difficult because I was kind of doing this other thing the whole time.
Mm,
Like I mentioned, I was a journalism major in
hmm.
undergrad, so content creation was very natural for me. You're kind of a content creator as a lawyer as well, for any of
Yeah,
you that
there's
don't
a
know
lot of
anything
writing.
about
Yeah. Hmm.
law. There's a lot of writing
Yeah.
involved. There's a lot of like persuasion, a lot of like
Hmm.
sale. You have to basically sell your case to the judge.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I was familiar with a lot of what would happen in entrepreneurship as a lawyer, as a trained journalist. As far as the difficulty of making the decision, it was more of what are people going to think? I spent,
Mm.
like you said, I spent all this time. Um, I spent all this money on this private top 10 law
Institution.
school degree.
Right.
Um, but, by then our loans were paid off, but we were very aggressive about paying those
Hmm.
off, thank goodness. But I had to think to myself, I could let the sunk costs up to this point, up to the
Yeah.
point at which I'm 28 years old,
Hmm.
29 years old, I could let that dictate the next 50 years of my life.
Can
Or
you
I could
imagine?
go, you know what? Maybe some mistakes were made. Or
Right.
maybe I would have made different decisions given the information that I have now.
Mm.
I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think going to law school was a mistake. Would I go back knowing what I know now? No, I would have started my business
Mm.
earlier.
Right.
But
Right. Same.
right, but I don't regret
Right.
going at all, and it's helped me tremendously in business, being able to negotiate and do our own legal agreements and
Hmm.
things like that. But the choice was not be a lawyer or be an entrepreneur. It
Hmm.
was let this be unhappy as a lawyer and let the
Mm.
sunk costs up to that point dictate the next 50 years of my life,
Yeah,
or make a new choice.
that's really
And
good.
I chose to make a new
And
choice.
you chose to make a new choice.